Good morning, Hoosiers, and welcome to Paper News 24/7, brought to you by the Paper of Montgomery County Online in living color from the paper's control room in downtown Crawfordsville. I'm Stu Clampett with your top headlines for Thursday, April 21st, 2011. Today's news is brought to you in part by downtown Crawfordsville's Eggnormous event. Local businesses are having an Easter egg hunt for adults. It's brought to you in part by Milligan's Gifts and Flowers at 115 East Main Street in downtown Crawfordsville, Skaggs Designs and Screen Printing at 115 North Washington Street, Cornette's Comfort Gallery at 121 to 123 North Washington, and of course, Whatever Makes You Happy, located at 109 South Washington Street, where they'd like you to stop in and see the Spartina sales rep and see what's new for spring. In our top story today, storm cleanup begins, and we're going to run the numbers for you. 1 County Highway Department building damaged in the storm, a minimum of 2 weeks to clean up storm damage in the county, an estimated 10 years since the last comparable storm in the county. There were 20 to 30 calls for service to Crawfordsville Fire in a 2-hour period. 3,000 CEL&P customers were without power at the height of the storm, and there was an estimated $15,000 in damage to a garage and shed on the Whitlock Avenue site owned by Trinity Mission. In other news, at 9:39 p.m. Tuesday, our news gathering partners at Wish TV sent out text messages telling everyone a tornado warning had been issued for Montgomery County until 10:15 p.m. The question is, why did the weather sirens not sound? Well, when the National Weather Service issued a tornado warning for Montgomery County, dispatchers were notified. That's according to Assistant Police Chief Mike Norman. For some reason that has not been fully explained, a dispatcher called the Montgomery County Emergency Operations Center instead of starting the sirens as usual. Emergency Operations Director Fred Davis said the dispatcher reached, quote, our radio man in the Emergency Operations Center. He told the dispatcher not to sound the sirens because no one had spotted a tornado. Davis said there have been times in the past when he wondered why the sirens had been sounded, and he said, quote, I think sometimes it's better not to cry wolf. Now, in honor of the holiday weekend and here to talk about the big retail event Friday and Saturday, we have a special guest anchor. Thanks to Creek Jewelers for setting up this rare opportunity for us. Over to you, buddy.
Thank you, Stu. April 22nd and 23rd is downtown Crawfordsville's Eggnormous event. Local businesses are having an Easter egg hunt for adults. There will be candy and bunny visits for the kids too. Just go to any of our participating retailers and ask for your egg. Inside you'll find a certificate for your prize, which can be redeemed at another downtown retailer. Visit them all to fill your basket with goodies. It's all downtown, all in walking distance, and a great way to support local businesses. You can collect your eggs on Friday, then come back on Saturday and do it again. There are tons of prizes and several grand prizes mixed randomly in the Eggnormous egg baskets. And of course, I'll be out and about in downtown Crawfordsville this weekend for the benefit of the younger egg hunters. My good friends at Creek Jewelers asked me to remind you that bunnies love carrots, especially in 18s and 24s. We'll be back with more local news right after this.
The Bunny is getting ready now for the Downtown Crawfordsville Eggnormous event, April 22nd and 23rd. Local businesses are having an Easter egg hunt for adults. Each participating store will have a basket of eggs filled with prizes from other stores. Visit them all to fill your basket with goodies. Some prizes include Creek's Jewelers 14-karat gold cross pendant, Skaggs Design 12 free t-shirts, Homestead Greetings and Gifts, a Vera Bradley tote bag, and Yankee Candle, PNC golf package, Heathcliff $25 gift certificate, plus free makeover, and many more. That's April 22nd and 23rd in downtown Crawfordsville. It's Eggnormous.
It's spring, and that means garage sales. If you're planning one or if you're planning to visit some, the paper wants to help. If you're planning garage sales, call us at 361-0100 extension 17 to advertise. And if you're going to visit garage sales, keep an eye out for our garage sale map. It will be a handy way to find every garage sale listed in the paper. You can look for that in upcoming Friday and Saturday editions of the Paper of Montgomery County. 60 bicyclists riding to support Habitat for Humanity will make their way through Crawfordsville on May 10th. Larry Fry asked for a police escort at Wednesday's Board of Works meeting. Assistant Chief Mike Norman consented if manpower is available. On Friday, the Crawfordsville Street and Sanitation Department will be closed for Good Friday, but the yard waste drop-off site on Whitlock Avenue will stay open. Also, a new heating, ventilation, and air conditioning system for the courthouse could be in place in 8 months. That's according to County Commissioner President Phil Bain on Wednesday. At a special meeting, the commissioners chose the Fifth Third Bank to handle financing for the project. The rate, a little less than 3.8%. Some details remain to be worked out, he said. Paper Trivia is still your chance to win prizes by showing off how much you know. If you've got all the answers, click on this tile on our homepage to go to the Paper Trivia section. Answer correctly, you could win. Don't forget that Frank Phillips' guest this week on Frankly Speaking is our own Jeopardy champion, Christopher Short. Frankly Speaking can be found under Webcast on the top navigation bar of our website, the same place you can find Montgomery County Historical Society videos. Today's news is brought to you in part by Homestead Greetings and Gifts, where you can get 20% off everything through April 30th. Look for their prize, a Vera Bradley tote bag and Yankee candle hidden in one of the eggs in our Eggnormous event on Friday and Saturday. Local weather with Paul Poteet and local sports with Candace Rohrman. They're both up next.
Bad wrecks happen to good people. That's why people take their wrecks to the good people at Gould's Body and Paint in Crawfordsville. Gould's will work with your insurance company to provide an accurate quote of your needed repairs. Then the iCar Gold Class Specialists take over, restoring your vehicle to good as new. Gould's will service any make, any model, any type, or amount of damage. Just remember our motto. At Gould's Body and Paint, our business is a wreck.
It's Thursday. How are you? I'm Indiana's weatherman, meteorologist Paul Poteet, with the update right here on Paper News 24/7. Our forecast update is sponsored by Gould Body and Paint. Diana and Don are your contacts there. If you had some damage from the storms the other day, you give them a call. The number is 364-1067. That's 364-1067. Gould Body and Paint. They're at 607 Waynetown Road, and their business is a wreck. Well, I'm looking over some of the storm damage surveys that the National Weather Service did yesterday, and it turns out that there were indeed a couple of different brief spin-up type tornadoes, what we call EF0s and EF1s. These are, generally speaking, winds that are less than 110 miles an hour. But there was one EF2 also. That would be winds that are estimated between 111 and 135 miles an hour. The EF2 tornado took place apparently about 6 miles south of Lafayette in Tippecanoe County, right at where County Road 100 East and County Road 500 South meet. And then we also, east of Thorntown, had an EF1. Just to the west of Thorntown, there was an EF1 tornado based on the tree damage there in Boone County. Now, we don't have any official reports of tornadoes in Montgomery County, but plenty of straight-line wind damage, and we were out all day yesterday compiling some pictures and some video of some of this. I mentioned the mission yesterday morning as far as Trinity Mission suffering some of the roof damage, but they mostly lost their garage, as you can see from some of the pictures and the video that we took throughout the day in Montgomery County on Wednesday, losing the garage at Trinity Mission. Look at some of these pictures. There's a lot of places where there was parking where there's no parking anymore. We've got shots of cars that have been damaged, falling trees. I have a crabapple in my front yard, but nothing like some of these pictures. Blocking roadways. There are a lot of places where there's no parking for a while in the Crawfordsville area. So some shots of trees down, a home on West Market Street sustaining some damage too. So we'll continue to cover the cleanup angle of the stories we have already at Paper News 24/7. And I guess my bad news for you today is there's another storm system taking aim on us as we get into the weekend. So we'll cover that for you today. First of all, the low pressure down to the south and the southwest of us today. High pressure is covering southern lower Michigan. Today is our sunshine sandwich in between two rain events. The one that we've had and the one that's still to come. So enjoy it while you can. That high centered right over Michigan. The dashed line indicates where rain could start by late this evening after midnight tonight. And there's where the severe thunderstorms are expected today. Down in Missouri, western Missouri, eastern Kansas, most of Oklahoma, and the northern part of Texas may see some severe weather for today. Now, with the fact that we've already, in some cases, seen like 3 inches of rain earlier this week, and the fact that we have more rain on the way, the Weather Service has wisely issued a flood watch. Now, there are a lot of places where there's already a flood warning continuing in place along the rivers, but this is a general flood watch that is now out for all of central Indiana, as you see in this chart, from just west of Richmond over to the border with Illinois. That goes through Saturday afternoon until Saturday evening at 6 p.m. That's the flood watch. Here's a map from the Storm Prediction Center. This shows the slight severe weather risk. This is mainly, I think, for Friday evening, and it goes all the way from Fort Wayne back down toward Oklahoma City and Wichita Falls, and certainly includes all of central Indiana. That's a risk of severe weather, and that's in place Friday, mainly in the late afternoon and evening. Not unlike the setup that we just finished up with here. So our weekend outlook, you put all that together, and then you add in the fact that it's quite possible that we'll be seeing at least some scattered showers and thunderstorms on Saturday and on Sunday. That's the reason for the flood watch. And there you see the temperatures will finally warm up. We'll get into the warmer areas by Saturday and Sunday where we're closer to 70 degrees, as you'll see in the forecast. So I guess my message today would be enjoy that sunshine while you can. That'll give you a day to cut your grass or cut up some of the wood that's suddenly in the wrong place in your yard. We put it all together, and here's the forecast that we come up with via pulppoteet.com. Outlook today in the mid-50s, not too bad, mostly to partly sunny. The wind is a nice break today. It was so cold and breezy yesterday after those thunderstorms. You won't have the wind today. Highs of about 55 and then closer to the upper 50s for tomorrow. And Friday, there will be periods of showers and thunderstorms, especially into the afternoon and evening. Then as we get into the weekend, maybe a little more scattered, but still the chance, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And temperatures will begin to warm up from around the 70-degree mark over the weekend into the 70s on Monday. Definitely are some storm chances around this Easter. I thought I saw the bunny a while ago roaming around our Paper News 24/7 complex. I have a feeling that maybe I won't get all what I'm looking for with this kind of forecast. Well, with this kind of forecast, you'll want to get the latest information. So for watches, warnings, radar, and a lot of fun, come on by pulppoteet.com. And for the latest continuing coverage on how we were affected right here in Montgomery County in the Crawfordsville area, keep it where you've got it on Paper News 24/7.
At Zons Floor Covering, we don't offer washers, paint, or lumber. Floor covering is our expertise for your home or office. At Zons Floor Covering, we offer luxurious styles of carpeting and realistic-looking vinyl patterns, and we do it better than anyone else. You'll fall in love with the possibilities at Zons, all backed by professional installation, superior personal service, and our 3-year installation warranty. Stop by Zons today and see why we want to be everywhere you are.
With your local sports for Thursday. The Crawfordsville Athenian baseball team was able to drench the Western Boone Stars with runs during their 18-0 victory on Wednesday night. They had 16 hits and only 1 error in the game. The Crawfordsville softball team also went to Western Boone on Wednesday, but they fell 3-0. The boys and girls teams will both play Western Boone at Crawfordsville tonight. In other scores around the county, the North Montgomery baseball team fell 12-7 to Seeger. The Crawfordsville tennis team dropped 5-0 to Lebanon. The North Montgomery tennis team beat Danville 5-0. And the North Montgomery softball team fell 14-0 as well.
Don't forget to follow Montgomery County Sports at The Paper Sports on Twitter. That's your local news for Thursday. For more information on these and other stories, visit our homepage or pick up a print copy of the paper Montgomery County. For Paper News 24/7, I'm Candace Shorman. You stay classy, Crawfordsville.